was introduced to the sanctuary through just someone I had met another drop-in, and I did notice the sanctuary was very different from any other place.
Women can just come and hang out and get away from everybody. And
to me, it's a home away from home.
A place that you can just sit here and just be comfortable.
I appreciate that everyone here is treated like family.
A place away from home, because if your home is not a safe place, you got to go somewhere to find somewhere safe.
I come because the people here are lovely to be around.
Sorry, I get emotional when I think about this. This place, for me, is a safe haven now.
It makes me feel at home.
It's pretty easy going and you're just relaxed, and it's a very good place to come to.
Sanctuary kind of knocked me out of a role. I was always on the other side of the counter serving people who were less fortunate, or people that I thought were less fortunate.
Sometimes coming to serve is actually a means of maintaining our power. So we serve because then that gives me something to do, and as long as I've got something to do and I can care for you, I can keep you at a distance. When you flip that dynamic around, and somebody who's used to being a caregiver, a server, or having a position of power now has to just receive from people that normally they would think, I'm here to take care of, then it breaks down all kinds of boundaries.
You can't be with these people who are living on the edge of survival day after day and not feel like your own stuff is coming to the surface.
We know that we're all really broken people, and we know that we fall short most of the time, and we're comfortable for the most part living in that space.
What we realize is that we're journeying together. It's not about one group of people who have privilege and power and ability, who are trying to care for somebody else or offer something new to somebody else, so much as it is a group of people who have gifts to give to each other, and who have wounded places that need healing and places that need care, and we receive those things from each other, so we offer what we have.
At the core of what we do, we want to be a community that goes out and meets people wherever they're at.
We visit people through outreach in hospitals and the houses that they've moved into. We go to court with people. But the main thing that we do on street outreach is just getting to know the neighborhood by walking the streets.
Sometimes we'll take socks and water, and that kind of is a way to kind of offer something and break the ice, but sometimes not. We really want to do it in a relational way, but also a way that respects their space.
This downtown core we consider our parish, and we walk it regularly to see what's going on, to meet people where they're at, to invite them back to programming.
If you're around on Wednesday or Thursday, you should come by to our drop-in for a meal. Are you ever around on those days? It's primarily about the conversations we have and the kind of the trust that's built over time. And so that if a week or months down the line they're looking for a place, it's a lot easier for them to ask for help if that's what they need.
A lot of people, they just feel really comfortable coming here, and they feel they can sit down and talk to the staff at the same level. Like the staff actually come and they'll sit next to you and they'll get to know you. Something that you wouldn't normally see at another drop-in.
I love coming here because there's a lot of support. A lot of people I can talk to.
You know, I come 2 nights a week and I can actually have something decent to eat.
I am the kitchen manager. I first started as a volunteer, and I grew into a role that I love. Today's meal day, and my job is to facilitate a meal, encourage our community members to come in and put a meal for their friends. We do about average 400 to 450 people a week. Plus we have done catering jobs, weddings and anniversaries. And I train the people who really are good, hardcore people who show me that they have the ability to work without them, because I train them and then I send them out. I don't go with them.
Well, you have dental pain, but on the other side, where is your dental pain?
Bottom and both sides.
Okay.
The healthcare has been a really benefit to me. My own doctor's way out, okay, so this is really within walking distance. So yeah, they've helped me with a few things and getting things straight out, so yeah. And having a listening ear was awesome good. I came in here really, really stressed out, okay, and Karen decided she was willing to listen to what I had to say. Somebody's willing to listen to me. Oh, how nice. Oh.
At Sanctuary, we believe that each person has capability to be creative, and that's a good thing when people have a chance to create.
Laden with sadness fights my forward progression.
The deep level connection we have with the arts here. You see paintings all around the building. There's a drama program.
I want to know what's the third baseman's name? No, what's on second? I'm not asking you who's on second. Who's on first? I don't know. He's on third. Oh, I go back and third again. Look.
When I'm doing my acting, getting on stage, it's a release for me in the sense that, you know, I can feel free to be somebody else.
Have you heard? I'm just saying. You know the story. You've heard. She, they, all three on the roof.
Doing that kind of creative stuff right at the root of what it means to be human is a part of what we do for community.
That's really artistic community, and they encourage that, which is very helpful.
I find that on Fridays when we have our art drop-in, there's sort of a little artist community that's developed over the years, and some people come just on Fridays and they don't come at other drop-ins, so it's definitely a point of contact for certain individuals that's really the arts is their draw to come here.
It's really quite interesting. It's very real, the worship here.
What we discover is when we worship together that often it's the people who are, quote, least functional, the people who are hurting the most, the people whose voices normally you wouldn't hear in a church scenario, who really truly become our leaders. They're the ones who are willing actually to be vulnerable enough to really put out there what their struggles are. They're willing to be honest, in fact, with God.
It's a great place to come to church if you don't like church. It's awesome. I never liked church, and it made me come all the time now.
My spiritual journey has been a long and complicated one, but I really enjoy the church services here.
They have a beautiful church service here on Sunday, and I really look forward to it.
It has a special spirit of love and inclusion for people.
We don't think we've arrived. We don't think that Sanctuary as a community is this great thing that everybody else ought to emulate. We're just a messy group of people who are trying to find a way to live together day by day. And some truly amazing stuff happens out of that.